Okay, so I'm ready to hang my inset doors, and to do that I went and got a concealed hinge jig made by Kreg. This jig comes in handy because you can really control your gaps between your doors or the offset by adjusting these dials right here. So right now I have it set at 4, and it'll go up to 6 and down to 3 millimeters. So what that does for you is when you have it set here and you crank them in, adjust it in or out depending on where you want. So again, I want mine set at about 4. And when you adjust these, you can see it'll change the spacing on the back by making it be closer or farther away. It's also good to practice a couple times on a scrap piece of wood just to make sure that you got it down how you want. You also want to set the depth on your bit to be just right, and you do that by adjusting the collar. I have mine all the way down, and that's what I did on this practice hinge, and it worked out to be the right depth. And then it also has these nice pilot holes right there so that you can drill these holes for the screws so that they're in the right location, because if they're not and your hinge is a little twisted to one side or the other, it's not going to be at a perfect 90-degree angle to the door, which is what you want. Okay, so when you're ready to drill your hole, you just mark out where you want to put your jig at, and mine, I'm just going to put the jig even with the top of the door, and then that's where I'm going to drill my hinge. This also, for ease of use, twists out so then you can attach it to your drill. So here's kind of the hole that we're left with, and now we just need to put in our hinge. So what's nice about these hinges is, one, they're concealed so you don't see them, and then two, they're highly adjustable. So this screw adjusts the door up and down by moving it on this plate. This adjusts the door forward and backwards in the opening, and then this screw adjusts the door sideways, left and right in the opening. So if you don't get your door set just right, you can adjust it so that all the gaps around your door look good. That's why these are ideal hinges for inset doors that are going to be set inside of an opening. So when I was ready to put the door in, I took one of these shims and I set it under the hinge side, and I slid it as forward as I needed to make the gap at the bottom correct. Then I screwed the top hinge on and I screwed the bottom hinge on with just one screw. And then from there, you can adjust the hinges to make the doors spaced how you want them to be spaced. So again, this screw will go up and down, and you kind of have to do both at once. This screw will go in and out, and then this screw will go left and right. And then you just play with those until you got it just right. So you see I got a fairly nice even gap all the way around. The door's lined up well. With these type of hinges, you also need some kind of a door latch. I chose this kind that's magnetic. It works with a little metal plate. That way, when you close the door, it won't go too far inward. Now all that's left to do is sand and paint. That'll be for another day. All in all, I think the Kreg Concealed Hinge Jig Kit is excellent for the price. For around 30 bucks, you're going to save yourself a lot of time and effort. What it's really good at doing is getting all your hinges lined up just how they need to be lined up and getting your offset spaced how you want it to be spaced. It takes a lot of measurement error out of the equation and just makes things fast, which in my mind is excellent. One improvement that I think could be made to the product is if they put a metal sleeve in there where you drill your pilot holes. So you kind of got to be careful that the plastic doesn't get chewed up. But other than that, I think it's an excellent product and I would highly recommend it. There's going to be some links down in the video description to this product and the type of hinge that I used if you're interested. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.